You're listening to Late Night Health with Mark Alyn. My name's Darrell Wayne. Mark Alyn, conference side in Las Vegas, Nevada. Dr. Teresa Dale here in studio. And Mark, going to the convention floor. I've always wanted to say that, but this isn't a political statement. Going to the convention floor is Mark Alyn. Take it, Mark.
Thank you. Well, I will be at the convention floor, and if you check us out at facebook.com/Late Night Health Radio, we'll do a couple of interviews throughout the day. And you can, we'll be doing those live, but we will have those on our Facebook page forever and ever and ever. And I want to thank, before we do anything else, I want to thank both you, Darrell, and Dr. Dale for coming in and sitting in and filling my shoes, which is really quite small for a man my size.
Yeah, people probably won't be able to watch them live since the show is pre-taped, but they're archived, and when the show airs over the weekend, people can go there and see that.
Good
Awesome.
point. Thank you.
Okay, well, we're back and rolling here. So you're at a fantastic convention, and
yes, at Supply Side West in Las Vegas. And Dr. Dale just asked me about coffee, and she's got some new information about that. I am not a big coffee drinker. I like chocolate-covered espresso beans once in a while. And I know somebody else in that room that does too.
Yeah, I was going to say, unfortunately, they're readily available here in the lobby again.
Right.
Yes.
So you were telling me today that when you woke up, you had a cup of coffee, or half a cup.
I had a half a cup of coffee because otherwise I would be really wired.
Well,
and I don't want to be. I don't like the effects of caffeine like that.
Right. Well, it's more than caffeine, and so I did. I've been doing a lot of research on this, and I thought that I would talk with you today and about a little bit about this on the show, and that is that it contains acrylamide. All coffee contains acrylamide, and it is from the roasting process when the coffee beans are heated to above 248 degrees Fahrenheit or 120 degrees centigrade. So it's a reaction that occurs with the sugars and the amino acids in coffee beans. When they're heated above that temperature, then it creates acrylamide, which is a carcinogenic substance, and it is classified as a potential occupational carcinogenic. Like, you don't want to get it on your skin, but when it comes to the coffee, it's in coffee as well, a certain amount depending upon if you get a light roast or a dark roast.
And what about green coffee? Because green coffee beans are being used
it's not
now also.
It's not in green coffee. It depends on if it's the dark roast or the light roast. Green coffee beans do not have it in. It occurs in the roasting process. So Swedish scientists discovered it's in a wide range of foods, including some baked goods, but coffee has a lot of it. And actually, all of the indications are that in an occupational setting, that if you get it on your skin, they tell you it could be carcinogenic. And so now, according to Proposition 65 in California, they are going to make it in all coffee establishments, all of the coffee cafes and things like that. You're going to have a sign there that says that coffee can be potentially carcinogenic due to acrylamide.
There's a very large coffee company up in Seattle that's pushing back on that pretty hard.
Right.
As far as posting the signs. And their claim to fame, when you roast a coffee bean, you roast it till it pops. Makes a popping sound like a popcorn. And their claim to fame for their traditional flavor was and strength was they roasted it until it double popped.
Right.
Which was almost to burn the coffee, really.
Right.
So you would think under those conditions that coffee would be even worse or more
It is. And
toxic.
Actually it depends if it's a light roast or a dark roast. The dark roast has more of it in. And there is some very interesting studies that show that there is, number one, there's a 100% certainty that acrylamide has toxic side effects, and that it's also in many common foods. Like in French fries and potato chips and things that are deep fried. So anything that's deep fried is really a trans fat, but that doesn't hold true to the coffee beans. It's the roasting process, and the deeper the roast, the more acrylamide.
We've got about a minute, 15 seconds, Mark, for you. Any final comments from the convention floor before we wrap this one up?
Well, I am on the floor, but not in the convention. I'm above the convention.
You're hiding.
Yeah, I just wanted to say thank you again to both of you guys. I'll be reporting on Facebook, and you'll be able to see some short videos during the next, this as the show airs. You'll be able to go to facebook.com/late-night-health-radio and see some interviews with some of the innovators here at Supply Side West.
We expect to see or hear from you next week on this very radio program, and hopefully in this case what happens in Vegas comes back with you and you can talk about it when you get back.
All right,
yes.
That sounds great.
Hey, yes.
Thank you, Mark. Late Night Health continues in just a moment with Dr. Teresa Dale and myself, Darrell Wayne, sitting in for Mark Alyn this week.
Late Night Health is proud of our partnership with the EBC, the Evolutionary Business Council. Check them out at ebcouncil.com.
You're listening to Late Night Health with Mark Alyn. The show continues in a moment.